So tangent functions are typically a little bit more complicated than cosine or sine functions. And honestly, I don't know if that's just me or if that is a fact, but I can show you how to do it anyway, so that's good. So the function I'm asked to graph is y equals tan x over y equals tan theta, and the interval we're doing is between negative pi over 2, which is right here, and positive pi over 2. So these are not our asymptotes, but that's like the area we're supposed to do it in between. So for the last ones I did between 0 and 2 pi, which is way out there. But yeah, that's the same idea, but with different points. And then I have to show you how to get the points from the unit circle, and that's about it. So first of all, I said in the first one that sine is the y value, and then cosine is the x value, and tangent is actually the y value over the x value. So it's the same idea as sine or cosine, but you do different things with the coordinates that you find on the unit circle. So because we're doing in between here and here, let's start with negative pi over 2 and see what value we have there. So if we go to pi over 2 on the unit circle, it's right here. It's not negative pi over 2, so to get negative pi over 2, you literally just go, instead of going this way, you go this way, but you go the same distance, the same 90 degrees. And the coordinates for this is 0, negative 1. So that means that we would do negative 1 over 0, or y over x, and that would be undefined. And that would be undefined because there's a 0 in the denominator, which doesn't work. And when it's undefined, that's how you know that you have an asymptote on whatever line that is, which in this case is right here. And that is a horrible dotted line. I'm sorry, but it's going to have to be like that. And let's go to this one, because I'm pretty sure pi over 2 is going to be the same. So pi over 2, 0, 1, I'll just show you, is 1 over 0, or the y coordinate over the x coordinate, which again is going to be undefined. So we can draw that right here. I'll try to make this a little bit better. So those are our two asymptotes, and those are vertical asymptotes, but either way, they're asymptotes, so that means that the graph that I put in this area is not going to cross over those lines, ever. It's just going to stay in between, but it's going to get really close, so it might go up like this, or like this, and it's not going to cross it, but it'll stay really close, and it'll get closer and closer. But it's never going to cross, so that's all you really need to know. And then for our middle point, let's do 0. So we find 0, which is right here, and that's going to be our x, or our y over x, so 0 over 1, which is 0. So that means that right here, we're going to have a point at 0. And then I probably should have put this in, but in between 0 and pi over 2 is pi over 4, right about here, so we're going to find that point too. That is square root of 2 over 2, and the square root of 2 over 2. So I'm going to draw this out because I don't think I can do it